Good afternoon, everybody. It is that time. Wow, you guys quieted down real well. If we could have people sit on this end of the ballroom, I'm feeling like we're going to tip here, so there you go. All right, so we just got notified that the state delegation is quote unquote 5 to 7 minutes out. It's probably more like 4 to 6 at this point. So wanted to touch base with you. My name is Carl Whitehill. I am the county advisor for Adams County's Steering Commission for America250PA. I'm also the vice president of Destination Gettysburg. So we have a lot to do today in a very short amount of time. If you don't know, the state delegation is doing 67 of these in 2 weeks. They're doing 5 today, so they're going to be coming in, taking care of business, and heading off to Franklin County and then Fulton County. They have 2 more after that. So we have 67 counties, and my goal here today, if nothing else, is to make sure this state delegation leaves here with an impression that Adams County is super excited about the 250th. All right? Good, that was a good warm-up. All right. So, when they get here, I'm going to be talking to them out in the hall, and when they come in, Cassandra's likely to be wearing a red blazer or red dress, right? She normally does that. What's that? A flag sweater, okay. There might be a few other flag sweaters in here, but we'll come in, and when she comes in, I want you guys to give her the loudest cheer and welcome that we can do, okay? And what we want to do is just make sure that they leave here and they finish out these 2 weeks and think Adams County really was passionate about this 250th, okay? So nothing to do now. Thank you for taking your seats and being quiet. You don't have to keep quiet. I'm going to go meet up with the state delegation. But before I do so, I just want to do a few thank yous because my time is limited as we go through this. I want to first off thank the Hotel Gettysburg, sorry. They have been wonderful partners in all this. We had to kind of do a last minute pivot, I guess, and have it at the hotel here, and the staff here has been wonderfully accommodating. I've gone to them several times and apologized. Elena, I owe you one. She's been great. And so they've put all this together. They've worked with us on the food and beverage and really, really put on a good event for us in this great ballroom here. So the other company, I guess, I need to thank is Adventures in Fun. They donated this balloon sculpture. It's our photo op for the 250. So if you haven't done so, please stop by there. And I want to thank all of our volunteers. Most of them are wearing blue shirts. You will see these people a lot over the next year, none more so than next November, but we're really excited that the community has stepped forward, so thank these volunteers. They're really stepping forward in a big way. Gettysburg Borough, thank you for the flags here. Thanks for all your help in setting things up. And one of the best things about today is right behind me. You are seeing for the first time, unless you've been peeking at social media, our official Liberty Bell. There's one of these in every single county. And Wendy Allen, Lincoln in Art, Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania, just finished this up not too long ago, and the staff from the county went over there today, grabbed it, scooped it up, and put it here. And it's eventually going to be at the Beyond the Battle Museum, but you're seeing it for the first time, so we're very honored to have it here. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for the county. I should mention the county paid for the bell as well. So I'm going to go meet with Cassandra, and we'll be back. So remember, give her a good Adams County welcome.
We are working on a big final event, recreating Lincoln's design for the old seniors and bringing Lincoln in, going to the Will's house, talking to the crowd, going out to the
Well, thank you. Can you hear me? Thank you so much. I have to say this was the best reception I've received. This is Stop 26. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I have to tell you before we dive into this program, this is day 6 on the road. This is Stop 26. And you just gave me exactly what I needed to keep going. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here in beautiful Adams County. I would like to ask all of you, if able, to please rise as we invite Jackie White up to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Jackie. Thank you all again so much. I am Cassandra Coleman, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the Executive Director of America250PA. And we are Pennsylvania's official commission working across all 67 counties and more than 500 local communities to lead this once-in-a-generation celebration of our semiquincentennial. We have launched over a dozen initiatives, and now we are officially kicking off this epic year for the semiquin. I'd like to just take a moment to say thank you. America250PA's semiquincentennial Founders Circle sponsors make this work possible statewide. Their support strengthens our ability to engage and encourage all Pennsylvanians to take part in commemorating the 250th anniversary of the United States. We're grateful for the partnership and shared commitment of Bold Gold Media Group, Comcast NBC Universal, Coterra Energy, Discover NEPA, the Dobbin House Tavern, Dwayne Morris, EQT, Hershey, Highmark, iHeartRadio, Independence Blue Cross, Miracle Commercial, Penske, Settlers Hospitality, Utz, and Wawa. And we also want to thank today's local sponsor, Destination Gettysburg, whose support helped bring this kickoff here to life in Adams County. And your partnership truly reflects the same civic pride and community spirit that we are celebrating today. So how about a round of applause for all of our sponsors? So today we stand here in Adams County, marking the start of America's 250th anniversary and the role that communities like this one continue to play in our shared story. As the countdown to this milestone begins, Adams County reminds us how deeply Pennsylvania is woven into the nation's history. From the hallowed grounds of Gettysburg, where the course of the Civil War changed, to the Eisenhower National Historic Site, this county has been long connected to national leadership and national purpose. Long before those chapters, indigenous people shaped life along the South Mountain and the region's waterways, leaving behind relics and traditions that still inspire exploration and discovery. But Adams County feeds more than our love of history. The Commonwealth's fruit belt produces the majority of Pennsylvania's apples, sustains a proud agricultural economy, and ranks among the finest fruit-growing regions in the United States. That rich heritage is a big reason why my team at America250PA loves coming to Adams County. Through partnerships with local schools, nonprofits, municipalities, and volunteers, the county has played an active role leading up to our semiquincentennial year, including a Keystone Classroom Initiative visit at Bermudian Springs Elementary School, helping us reach 50,000 of our youngest Pennsylvanians across all 67 counties. We also planted a Liberty tree at Seminary Ridge and our Bells Across PA installation for the people at the Beyond the Battle Museum. We also had a blast bringing our Countdown to 250 mobile experience to the National Apple Harvest Festival, where families played Pennsylvania-themed games, took photos, and shared stories of what makes them Pennsylvania proud. And on Pennsylvania Day 2025, Adams County put the same community spirit into action. Volunteers worked with Main Street Gettysburg to upgrade Unity Park, and the Adams County Historical Society used one of our mini grants to clean up Lincoln Cemetery. Together, these efforts connect Adams County to the people shaping its future, reflecting the creativity, the resilience, and the civic pride that define this community. Today's kickoff recognizes this county as both a steward of its history and an active participant in America's 250th anniversary. I now have the honor of introducing some of our distinguished guests. America250PA is grateful for the support that we receive from leaders and partners across our Commonwealth, including elected officials, America250PA commissioners and advisors, as well as members of our County 250 commissions. And today we're pleased to have a number of them here with us. First, I would like to welcome Randy File, Chair of the Adams County Board of Commissioners.
Come on. Does anybody else think it's a beautiful day in Adams County? I think so. And before I start also, I look to my right and you see this magnificent piece. So I would like to have you give it up again for Miss Wendy Allen, who created this bell. It's certainly appropriate and exciting to be here today to join the Adams County 250th kickoff. We are a nation that is named after our second president, as most of you know. And on this very day, January 22nd, 1800, after transitioning from Chester County, then Lancaster County, then finally York County, Adams County was created. This is the anniversary day today. How appropriate. This afternoon, Adams County extends a patriotic and proud America 250 welcome to our state, county, business, and community partners. We appreciate you being here for today's kickoff celebration, and what a nice turnout. With that said, today I look back at the little history here, the recalibration of our visitor experience after our internationally recognized 150th battle anniversary commemoration in 2013. When the visionary cry in 2013, after the anniversary, was, moving forward, we aren't just about the Civil War anymore. Today, we are certainly still about the Civil War, and now so many other unique Adams County experiences have been value added, and that's certainly a plus. Our early history is marked by numerous Native American quarry sites throughout the county. These quarries of stone were ideal for necessary tool making during the time predating our nation's birth. The historic Dobbin House Tavern is the oldest building in Gettysburg, built in 1776, and is witness to numerous major historical events of our county and our nation. We also have the Sachs Mill Covered Bridge, the Eisenhower National Historic Site, and many more unique historical and cultural landmarks throughout Adams County. But let's not forget those 272 words that were uttered on hallowed ground in Adams County. You may find it interesting, like I did, when in 2009 I was invited to South Korea to speak on the dynamics of Civil War reenactments. Very few South Koreans knew much of anything about the Battle of Gettysburg, but they knew a whole lot about President Abraham Lincoln and the Gettysburg Address. I found that certainly interesting. Also, I got to add with that I was honored to personally transport 3 different original copies of the Gettysburg Address from the Library of Congress 6 times back and forth to Gettysburg when in the 1980s it was displayed for several years at the old cyclorama. So there I was, pulling the Library of Congress, go up to the upstairs in the loading dock, sign for the Gettysburg Address, put it on a cart, come downstairs, put it in the back of my patrol car, and up the road we came to Gettysburg with some other patrol cars and a curator. And did the same thing going back. So the Gettysburg Address and I have a personal relationship. I will point out for a more in-depth look at Adams County history, from the dinosaurs to Eddie Plank. We just happen to have a world-class museum dedicated to that subject right out Biglerville Road. And isn't that great to have a chronicle of our Adams County history? And one thing we wanted was all our school-age children and their teachers to be able to go and use that museum, and that's the case. Any Adams County student or teacher can take their class there, and it's no fee. So that is wonderful. Agriculture has long been a significant part of our history, and Adams County is known for its historic South Mountain, fruit belt, and as mentioned by Cassandra, we are the #1 producer of apples in Pennsylvania and currently are ranked #5 in the nation for apple production. We now call it contemporarily agritourism. We hear that all the time. But about 60 years ago, on my grandparents' fruit farm in Cashtown, which still exists, they didn't call it agritourism, they called it selling fruit to those city folks. Note, we are one of the nation's first transportation hubs, providing a valuable trade connection throughout history. And you just may recall that transportation hub, those spokes, is why the Battle of Gettysburg was here. So that transportation hub comes into play in several ways in Adams County. Adams County embodies critical moments in U.S. history, from early foundational conflicts and the struggle for union amongst the states to presidential legacies, Mr. Dwight Eisenhower, and the enduring fight for freedom, Underground Railroad, making our story inseparable from the national narrative. When I look around the room and take in all the different partners and constituencies gathered here and marvel at the list of, it's going to be over 250 events. It's going to be over that. Myself, Commissioner Martin, and Commissioner Qualley are extremely gratified by the participation and the diversity of that participation. When this initially came to our desk from the state for the county to facilitate, and it had no set of instructions with it, one of our primary goals was to ensure that as many groups, organizations, municipalities, individuals had the opportunity to participate. Job well done to that steering committee, and I should recognize our county manager, Steve Nevada, because once it came to my desk, it soon went to his desk to manage the process, and it ended up with the process that we have today. But I do want to recognize the steering committee, Carl Whitehill, who has led the charge since then, Sherry Clayton-Williams from our planning department, Charles Gable, Gettysburg Borough, Chris Gwynn from the Park Service, Aaron Pierce, Jill Sellers, Jenna Smith, Jackie White, and Andrew Dalton. So let's give it up for these folks. My closing remark may sound somewhat familiar to those of you who read my TGIF newsletter every 2 weeks. I typically put it out, it'll be 3 weeks this week, but every 2 weeks. So here's what I say. I encourage everyone, residents and visitors alike, during 2026, as we celebrate our nation's birthday, no matter what you do, get out there and experience all the historical, recreational, agricultural, natural, and cultural opportunities that beautiful Adams County has to offer. Thank you, and we love Adams County. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Next, I have the honor of introducing State Representative Dan Mowell.
That right there is what makes this job so enjoyable. My wife keeps wondering why I come home with women's makeup on my shoulders all the time. I just can't help myself. Before I get started here, thank you. I appreciate you inviting me to say a few words today, and I was instructed make sure I understand the definition of a few. I've been known to talk a little longer than I should, but for all you people around here that are from here, thank you for allowing me to speak. And those of you who aren't from out of town, big old Adams County, welcome. Welcome to Adams County, welcome to Gettysburg. We are delighted to have you here. One thing that Commissioner File left out as a state representative, every single family farm to feed the cattle, picks up wounds, to make bandages. and all that goes with trying to win a war. And that's a whole lot like it is today. Because our soldiers today, even though we don't load black powder rifles anymore or black powder pistols, we have the best of the best in the world. But when that soldier goes off to war or goes off to defend our country, he usually leaves his or her spouse behind. And just like during the Revolutionary War, that spouse has to stay there, raise the children. They have to make the meals, pay the bills, take care of the home. Why am I saying this? They're part of the brave. They are part of what makes this country tick. Without the other half staying at home to take care of things back here on our homeland, we don't exist. That soldier can't do what he needs to do. They're an intricate part of what got us here today. They are totally necessary part of our machine. We need to remember and honor everyone who has contributed to the success of this nation. Whether it was the Revolutionary War, Spanish-American War, and yes, right here, the Civil War. Where I like to say where America was saved is right here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, in Adams County. Or any other conflict that we incurred. We stand together as one family, one nation, under God. On this 250th anniversary, let us honor our past and this grand experiment brilliantly devised by our founding fathers. And as we move forward, let us continue to live up to the ideals that they set forth, our founding fathers set forth, by honoring our Constitution, our laws, institutions, and each other. Happy anniversary, America, and thank you for allowing me to have some of your time today. Thank you, Cassandra. Thanks again.
Thank you, Representative. Next, I have the honor of introducing State Senator Doug Mastriano.
It makes sense that we're here today because Pennsylvania is the heart and soul of America. This is where America was born. There would be no United States of America without Pennsylvania. William Penn's vision of freedom framed our Bill of Rights. His vision for freedom of speech and freedom of religion was based off of his experiences in England, where he was in prison 6 times for talking about Jesus, sharing his faith without permission from the king. And so Pennsylvania has a special place. It was where our nation was born, in Philadelphia in 1776, where the light of liberty was lit. What a legacy we have. We're so blessed. We stand in the shadow of giants. Our very own county here named after John Adams, our second president. What a beautiful legacy there. You think about the new birth of freedom here in 1863 on the battlefield, where so many men and some women lost their lives. We think about Jenny Wade on the front line trying to help her sister who just had a baby. And a stray bullet goes through a wall on a door and hits her in the back. And she was making bread for the Union soldiers defending her property. We think about Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. Somebody growing up had a severe stuttering problem. He was told he'd never amount to anything growing up in Brewer, Maine. And then going on, leading that heroic charge at Little Round Top at the base of the hill and driving back the Alabamans and Texans. The Texans would remember of that day, the 4th and 5th Texans, they'd say, we won every battle until God stopped us on Little Round Top. Those men that day preserved our nation. In the Pennsylvania State Senate, in the front, half of the wall is the founding of our republic. It has George Washington leading the army off the Brandywine, a battle that he would lose, and we'd lose our capital. But he'd persevere through very dark times, and a few years later, we'd win. Incredible odds. The other side has the Civil War, the preservation of the Republic. And it's interesting, it all happened in Pennsylvania. We think about the mural, we see General Lee, who'd been in command of the Yankee Army only 3 days Could you imagine taking over an army for its most important battle since the Revolution and winning? Relying upon the actions of Colonel Chamberlain or General Howard and so many others who stood up that day. It's interesting, I've read at least 3 accounts from the Confederates. They say, and Gene, you'll know this, the Confederates will say, John McLaws, Lee heard it as well, we never seen the Yankees fight so hard before. They said that on the 1st and 2nd of July right here. We're fighting for home. We're defending freedom. Everything hung in the balance. Could you imagine had courage faltered that day, what would be the outcome of world history? What would be the outcome of 1918 when the Allies were worn out and the Americans showed up in the nick of time? Or 1944, who would have been there to do Normandy or Okinawa? Everything hung in balance here in Pennsylvania. And then we think about that dark day, of course, in 2001, Flight 93, 40 innocent passengers on board, and they refused to capitulate over Pennsylvania. And we remember the famous words of Todd Beamer, when all hope is lost, they're probably going to lose their lives. And he said, let's roll. So on this 250th birthday of America, let's stand together as our forefathers have done before us and look forward to another 250 years and leave a legacy for our children and our grandchildren that America will remain free and a shining light on the hill. Thank you guys and God bless you.
Thank you, Senator. Next, I would like to introduce Gene Barr, who serves on the Executive Committee of America250PA. Gene?
Thank you, Cassandra. It's good to be with all of you here today. As Cassandra said, I'm one of the state commissioners. I'm not doing all 67 counties like you are, so we'll just have to take care of that. I'm also vice chair of the Gettysburg Foundation, so it's great to see so many of our wonderful employees from the foundation here attending and the work they've done. So, as I've said before, and the first thing is when Carl said we encourage you guys to give a shout out. From my experience down here, seeing so many familiar faces, I knew there was no danger of Cassandra not getting a warm welcome here because of the work that you guys have done. That was never an issue. But one of the things that we've talked about as we go around this wonderful Commonwealth has been encouraging people to bring us the stories that are maybe not as well known within your communities, of highlighting people whose incredible work and incredible achievements have not been talked about as much. And here you guys have done a phenomenal job of that, as well as many other places. And I have to call out Cassandra and her staff for the work they've done to tie those in, working with groups like yours to bring these stories of people who sometimes, as I mentioned, their achievements have not been given the incredible significance that they have. So I'd like to thank all of you for the work that you have done, all of you for the work that you are doing, and thank all of you for the work that I know you will do this year and beyond. So thank you. It's great to be with all of you here today.
Thank you so much, Gene. And before we continue, I would just like to recognize some other folks we have with us today. So you heard from Commissioner File. We also have Adams County Commissioners Jim Martin and Marty Qualley here. Thank you guys for being here. We have Adams County Controller Tammy Myers. Thank you for being here. We have Gettysburg Mayor Chad Allen Carr. Thank you. And we have Elizabeth from the office of Congressman John Joyce. Thank you for being here. I know we also have representatives of some of our localities, so thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for being here as well. One more thank you. I would be remiss if I did not thank our local law enforcement, our sheriffs, our Pennsylvania State Police. The Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner serves on the America250PA Commission. They travel with us across all 67 counties, and the state police always work with local law enforcement to ensure we can have our events, but most importantly, that we can put our events on safely. There's a contingent of state police out there in the hallway. Let's let them hear us and thank them for their service. Thank you. America250PA is and always has been committed to one mission, reaching every Pennsylvanian. As we look ahead, we are bringing people together through signature events and statewide initiatives designed to meet communities where they are and create lasting connections to this historic moment. A key part of that legacy is our semiquincentennial bell program, modeled after the replica Liberty Bell gifted to us by England in 1976 for the bicentennial. Each bronze semiquincentennial bell is a permanent public installation designed to invite reflection, pride, and connection to Pennsylvania's diverse contributions to the American story. In 2026, America250PA will place 3 additional semiquincentennial bells, bringing our total to 6 enduring legacy reminders of this milestone year, including one at the Dobbin House. We also have coming up the America250PA Commonwealth Concert Series, which will feature 5 free concerts across Pennsylvania leading up to the Welcome America Festival in Philadelphia. These events will bring top-tier national talent and epic live experiences to communities across the Commonwealth, creating meaningful semiquincentennial memories for Pennsylvania families and echoing the joy and connection that so many remember from the bicentennial. And while you're enjoying the music, keep an eye out for a couple of America250PA's signature drinks. We launched Declaration, which is our America250PA brew in partnership with the Runaway Train Brewery. And we also launched the America250PA Commonwealth Cosmo in partnership with Mishka Vodka out of the Lehigh Valley. On a more serious note, one of the most meaningful investments that we are making is in Pennsylvania's students and our future. In recognition of America's 250th anniversary and our Commonwealth's long-standing commitment to education, America250PA will award $250,000 in semiquincentennial scholarships to Pennsylvania high school seniors attending an in-state college or university for the 26-27 academic year. Creating opportunity. Thank you. These scholarships are creating opportunity and helping keep the next generation of leaders learning, growing, and building their futures here in the Commonwealth. The application for the scholarships is currently open on our website through the end of the month, and we do encourage all Pennsylvania seniors to apply. That commitment continues at the post-secondary level through the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, presented in partnership with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission. This gives college students across the Commonwealth the opportunity to develop and pitch creative campaigns. For the last 7 years of this program, the creativity, the talent, and the passion of over 400 participating students across 40 institutions have demonstrated that Pennsylvania's future is in good hands. We're also honoring service and sacrifice through our Memorial Flag Initiative on May 16th, which will place American flags at veterans' grave sites across Pennsylvania as a visible expression of gratitude and remembrance. And from April through October, the Lecture 250 series will offer free public lectures across Pennsylvania presented in partnership with 8 organizations exploring the people, the ideas, and the events that not only shaped our Commonwealth, but shaped our nation. And with PCN providing statewide coverage, audiences from across Pennsylvania can tune in and be part of those conversations. Don't forget, there is still time to sign up for the Road to 2026 as well. This is our health and wellness effort presented in partnership with Independence Blue Cross, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Capital Blue Cross. We want to motivate Pennsylvanians to get out and get healthier by July 4th, but by logging their miles in our beautiful state parks. And y'all had our Countdown to 250 mobile experience, but that will be back on the road again this spring, traveling to the other 27 counties through Independence Day. It will offer and deliver interactive exhibits, educational games, and opportunities for Pennsylvanians and communities, both large and small, to tell their stories. And lastly, We are especially excited for our last National Pennsylvania Day on July 20th, which we expect to be bigger and better than ever this year, in partnership again with Feeding Pennsylvania, local food banks, and Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful. Volunteers across the Commonwealth will come together to support food distribution efforts and participate in cleanup and revitalization projects, bringing neighbors together to strengthen the places that we all call home. So far, more than 1,000 volunteers have packed over 30,000 boxes of food for our neighbors, with over $60,000 in mini grants, helping to turn local beautification efforts into lasting impact. And this is just the beginning. All of this is part of a shared effort, one that reaches into every county and every community. No matter where you live in Pennsylvania, there is a place for you in this milestone to learn, to serve, to reflect, and most importantly, to celebrate together. I want to take a moment to recognize again the work that is happening right here. America250PA's strong foundation is the result of sustained local support from communities across Pennsylvania. Our success depends on local leadership, people who understand their communities, but most importantly, who are willing to roll up their sleeves to help shape how this moment is experienced closest to home. And that's why our county advisory members are so important. I am grateful to be joined today by Carl Whitehall, who serves as the Adams County America250PA County Advisor. Through his leadership and collaboration, Adams County has played an active role in helping give our statewide vision some local flavor. Please join me in thanking Carl for his service and his commitment, and I welcome him for an update. Carl?
Glad my presentation's still up here. I was a little worried one of you would walk away with it. So thank you, Cassandra. Kelly's not here, but Sydney, Casey, the rest of the America250PA team, you've been great partners through it all. We're just one of 67 celebrations that you are bringing forth throughout the Commonwealth over the next 2 weeks. But we hope that today shows you that Adams County is celebrating in a very big way. Well, we're here. America250PA is officially here in Adams County. Believe it or not, we first started this effort on December 6th, 2021. I had to look that up. I didn't have that memorized. Cassandra visited a room full of local delegates and introduced us to the word semiquincentennial. I don't want to say it's common vernacular now, but it's more common than it was then. At the time, 2026 seemed like it was eons away, and it really was. Soon thereafter, in February 2022, about 4 years ago, County Commissioner Randy File gathered a room full of people to emphasize the opportunity that lied ahead with America's 250th anniversary. More visitors, economic possibilities, a chance to share Adams County's history, and a once-in-a-generation opportunity to rally our residents around our nation's story, a narrative that in many ways traveled through our very own community. I have been insistent on this since the beginning. You cannot tell the story of America without Gettysburg. As Randy pointed out, I'm one of many who have worked hard and tirelessly, arguably, over the past 4 years to bring us to this very point. With me today, of course, is our Adams County Steering Commission for America250PA. Would you guys stand up, please? This group has shaped the Adams County commemoration for America250PA. It took a lot of meetings, a lot of back and forth to determine the best way to celebrate this anniversary was not how we saw it, but how our community envisioned it. We spent a lot of time thinking, what does this look like in Adams County? And finally we realized this is how our residents are seeing this. Whether or not you're 18 or 80, no matter what part of the county is, we want this county to celebrate how it sees this anniversary. Randy mentioned and introduced everybody. I don't need to do that again. But what you don't know is that with each person in our steering commission is a team of their own staff who get roped in, maybe sometimes more willingly than others. But each one of us have staff that have been pulled into this effort. In fact, a couple of members of the Adams County Planning Commission today are the ones who lugged the bell from Wendy's beautiful gallery over here today. Everybody's been put to work. And I should acknowledge my own team back in the back with the shirts, and they've been a big help as well. America 250 is Destination Gettysburg's story for 2026, without a doubt. It's going to be a fun story to tell and welcome all these visitors. But it doesn't stop at the steering commission. We have dozens of residents and community leaders who have stepped into this anniversary in a variety of ways. If you planned an event or are planning an event, attended a meeting, volunteered for a project, or otherwise given up your time, energy, and passion toward America's 250th anniversary, please stand up. I'm going to call on you if I don't see you. I know there's a lot of you. Ben Jones, stand up. There's a lot of us folks that have come forward with this. Where are my Upper Adams County folks in the room? There's a lot of excitement in Upper Adams County, let me tell you, for America 250. They're planning some big stuff up there, and I believe most of it is June 13th. Did I get that right? Date right? Okay, good. Take part in these events. Go to Upper Adams, go to Carroll Valley, go to Littlestown, go to these events and support these folks. They are super passionate. They brought all these communities together to celebrate together and make this a big event for them. So thank you. Thank you for all your energy over the past 4 years, but we're just getting started. We're finally here. Throughout 2026, Adams County will be home to more than 250 events, ranging from battle reenactments to history programs, festivals, parades, and kids' activities. But more important than the events you'll see, and hopefully attend over the next year, are the people. We've seen organizations and individuals seize the opportunity to celebrate this anniversary and create a legacy in their communities across Adams County. One of those individuals is Wendy Allen. I'm sure everybody knows Wendy by now. Several years ago, a little after the first mention of America 250 celebration first came to Adams County, Wendy came forward with what at the time seemed a pretty ambitious idea, arguably crazy idea, to fully recreate President Lincoln's 25-hour visit to Gettysburg. The train ride, the walk through the town, and of course the Gettysburg Address. And now, in 2026, she's making it happen. Thank you. This event, to be held in this November, is expected to bring tens of thousands of visitors to Adams County, make headlines around the nation, and most importantly, remind everyone, thanks in part to Lincoln, that Gettysburg has a direct connection to the founding of our country. And if that wasn't enough for Wendy, she's also the artist behind America 250 Liberty Bell. I was worried she wasn't going to have time for it, but she just said, no, I have help. So she did it, and she did it in time for today. The Liberty Bell places a focus on the people in this community. So if you haven't gotten a close look, go up there. You might see some familiar faces. She came into my office yesterday with some paperwork and started immediately filling me in on her latest plans, which for her are updated almost daily. And I asked her, how are you holding up? I'm expecting a deep sigh and a subtle plea for sympathy. She responded in shock and said, oh my gosh, I'm fantastic. I love this. It's that kind of passion and enthusiasm that will make America 250th commemoration in Adams County one that we'll remember for a very long time. Cassandra, I don't know what island you're going to go to in 2027, but please extend an invitation to Wendy. She might join you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today to help us launch America 250PA commemoration in Adams County, and we hope you continue to celebrate with us over the next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. So we are proud to mark this moment with a ceremonial flag presentation. This presentation reflects the partnership between the Commonwealth and its counties and our shared commitment to honor America's 250th anniversary with purpose, with care, and with pride. If I can invite the county commissioners forward, Jean, Carl, Representative. So it's an honor to present this flag, which I'll do in 1 second, as a visible reminder of our shared responsibility in this historic year, the vital role that Adams County has played not only in Pennsylvania, but America's story, and to thank you for your continued support. So we'll open it up over here. So as we continue through 2026, the work ahead belongs to all of us. This anniversary gives Pennsylvania the national stage, and what the country sees will be shaped by how well we collaborate, how thoughtfully we engage our communities, and how boldly we show up for one another. If we work together, Pennsylvania will do what it has always done, which is lead the nation. And I have zero doubt in my mind we will do that we will do that together, and that we will have an epic 2026 to remember. So before we officially conclude our program, I have to ask you for a favor. You are a very excited bunch. So I am going to ask you to hold up your signs, your flags, proudly. Sydney's going to come forward, and we are going to officially kick off with a photo documenting this moment. So, Sid, you're good there? I'm going to jump.
And Cassandra, we're going to do a video, Adams County. Okay. So, I'm actually wondering if we could maybe center in a little bit. Okay. All right, well, then I might do 2 pictures. All right, Cassandra in the middle. All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1. All right, and now I need a favor. I need everybody, when I say 3, 2, 1, to say Adams County. Can we do that? All right. 3, 2, 1.